everyone. I'm Matt Ashk with SoundersFC.com here at the Home Depot Center with Arlo White. Sounders, Chivas USA, a 0-0 draw. The Sounders remain scoreless in 4 tries against Chivas, but this one, happy to get a point maybe out of this one.
I think so. I think on the balance of play that Seattle probably edged it, certainly in terms of chances and near misses. It's a real anomaly, the fact that we haven't scored against Chivas in 4 games now, isn't it? It's just strange. I don't think it played on the players' minds going out there at all. It's just one of those things last season. This wasn't a classic by any stretch of the imagination. It's one of those games where you kind of think, well, if Ozzy Alonso's shot flies into the top corner in the last minute or last 2 or 3 minutes, Zach Thornton makes a great save, you think, well, that would have been amazing to take all 3 points. I don't think either side really did enough to say that they are devastated in the locker room with only having got a point. But if it were a boxing match, I think I would have awarded a narrow points victory to the Sounders.
And one of the things they've done well over the last stretch of games where they've been so incredible. I mean, we talk a lot about Montero scoring these goals, and they've got 4 shutouts in the last 5 games.
Well, I make it, that's 3 in a row, isn't it? And I make it that they've only conceded 1 goal in 453 minutes of play.
Pretty remarkable.
Well, amazing. And you remember what that goal was. It was Omar Cummings with that unbelievable left-footed wonder strike at Quest Field in that 2-1 victory over Colorado. So you look at, I don't think that the fullbacks are getting enough love. I know we'll talk about Leo Gonzalez in a minute. James Riley, what gets past these guys? Nothing. Park and Iani in the back, they've given Tyrone Marshall something to think about. Tyrone now will be thinking, I really need to play well when I get the opportunities to get back in here. Even John Kennedy on his way back thinking, well, these guys are doing really well. Park and Iani are playing terrifically well. Iani had a big tough opponent in Alan Gordon and did pretty well against him physically. And Jeff Park, nothing seems to get past him. So, and obviously KC is the last line of defence and was called upon a couple of times.
And I said to Brian, our producer here earlier in the game, Justin Braun bites a sandwich. Jeff Park tells him how it tastes. That's how narrowly he was defending Justin Braun seemingly in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, Braun was the guy that was on form. We looked at him in the scouting report. So 7 goals for him this year. I thought we defended him brilliantly. And in the second half, when Maldonado, the Venezuelan, came on, then Braun went out to the right-hand side and had a few good moments. But by and large, as a back 5, the guys are on fire at the moment. And obviously, you've got Ozzy Alonso that drifts back, follows advancing midfielders as well. So we're looking pretty tight, pretty secure. So we should take this point. Not a classic by any stretch. Disappointing the winning run's coming to an end, but we're unbeaten in 9. A couple of weeks without Major League Soccer action now. But you go back with a point, could have been more, but you say, look, okay, that's fair enough. And a unbeaten run continues, if not the winning run.
And one thing we should mention before we go, Freddie Montero had a great run of form, and there was another stoppage for about 7 minutes by our count when he collided with Zach Thornton. Also by my count, he gives away between 70 and 80 pounds. And obviously gets worse for the wear on that one. Yeah,
we only played 3 minutes of added time as well, which is interesting. I had a horrible thought when he went down. It looked to me, the way he'd fallen, it was so awkward that A, he'd sort of concussed himself, or B, and horrifically, he'd broken his collarbone. That's what I thought might be the case. And they are horrendous injuries to get. I don't know whether you've ever broken your collarbone. It's absolutely awful. And that could have been the season done, really, for Freddie. So I was relieved to see him get up. Had a thigh injury. Very brave. Good free kick by Nathan, actually. Had Blaze been there in that position, maybe it had a different outcome, maybe a goal. But Delgado cleared the ball very well. Thornton was brave. I think he was slightly reckless, but look, he was coming out to punch it. But Freddie got up and got on with it, so good for him. That showed great bravery, great tenacity. The streak for him is over in terms of the goals or the assists, but, another good performance by him tonight.
Right. Ziggy says he's ready to start his next one. And again, that's against the Chicago Fire. 2 CONCACAF Champions League games between now and then. You can catch Arlo later after we get back from England, right?
Yes, got a quick trip home. It's the last one for the season, I think. So I'll be back for Monterrey, and I think that's going to be a great night. I think if we can get 25,000, 30,000 for that and prove to a Mexican giant this is what an American crowd is. They make noise, they're hearing their number, they know what they're talking about, and create a great atmosphere to hopefully record what would be a famous victory over Monterrey.
You can get tickets for that right here on SoundersFC.com. He's Arlo White. I'm Matt Ashk. This has been your review.
New York. Just the city I was looking for. And I can get there on the 8:15 for not bad. I should buy now. Next up, Yankees tickets. Ding.